Those are my tomatoes. Those tomatoes are the tomatoes I'm afraid to plant because the other ones died. But they're getting stupid and they might die, so I'm going to have to plant them tomatoes someday. Soon. This over here to the right, that's an epic fail. I had lots of tobacco, now I get a little bit of tobacco, and it's never going to make it big enough to smoke or anything. But I'm going to keep growing that tobacco and see what happens. And these here, I'm in cover. Those are tomatoes that Praxis said when you cut chunks off a tomato and you put it in water or you put it in the dirt, it'll grow. It's not doing too great. Okay, those are my flowers. Marigolds and some other things. I think I cooked them because I put the top on when it was about 80 degrees out in the sun. And that's when the greenhouse turns into like a cooking chamber. Kind of like the Nazis kind of use. Then there's that other one up there. Those are my peppers. Peppers like heat. I don't think they like that much heat. There was some coming up, but they died. They'll never do that because it's hot and it'll kill them, I guess. That is what happened to me lately, and that's why my voice is like this. Okay, this is my raised bed. First one I made. I put it all together and it was beautiful. But I had like 18 inches of tapered ends on those 4x4s. By the time I pounded it all into the ground with a sledgehammer, it was destroyed. So I screwed it back together. And we got some strawberries. And I'm going to let that fill up the whole thing. But in the meantime, I got some chard growing down there. And some spinach. And a couple of tomatoes in that whole mess. And then to the left, there's mint. I wanted mint seeds, but I couldn't find any mint seeds, so I bought that plant and it's got to fill up the whole pot. It cost me $2.50. Wasn't going to buy 5 of them. These are some tomatoes I bought. That's a little grape tomato. I'm going to grow that up. These other ones are some peppers and tomatoes that I've had to buy because the ones that I grew from seeds croaked. Had a bad year. Those are some butternut squash down there. They're not coming up. The other ones I planted aren't coming up. Might have cooked those too, I don't know. And to the right over there, that's the next raised bed we just made. I got a whole assortment of herbs. I can't say herb. Herbs and a couple of Thai peppers in there. Starting from this side, we got some dill, some spinach, some oh hell, I don't know, lots of stuff. All the way down to the end is lavender. Along the side there's going to be some chives. In the front there's going to be some marigolds and some kind of flower that you can eat supposedly. And there's a bunch of stuff scattered in it. It's going to be a mess. Kind of like that. Okay, this thing over here is my garden. I've been taking all the branches and turning them in a circle and tying them. Haven't done that yet. This is about 3 years old. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I didn't think it was going to live this long. Didn't really want that tree, but I'm going to see what happens because I like doing stuff like that. And this is the garden. There's a bunch of weeds in it. And then there's a bunch of squash in it. There's a whole bunch of arugula. There's chard, different kinds of chard. There's a bunch of spinach, some lettuce, and some garlic mustard over there to the left. It's getting kind of big. Some sunflowers are growing up. And shut off and we'll walk over to the Praxis bin. That is a Praxis bin, as Jeff of All Trades calls it, Tennessee Jeff of All Trades. And it's inspired by Praxis, some numbers. I can't remember the damn numbers. But it's started out big, now it's getting small. Got pretty hot in there, and it's turning into dirt. Pretty cool. And pan to the right there by that tree. There's a bunch of other stuff in there, but I haven't been able to find some wire at a good price, and I'm not going to go buy any at the store. That tree over there I'm going to knock down one day. So I've been taking the limbs off, and yeah, someday it's coming down. Okay, that's a crap load of buckets. A lot of them got dirt in it. Probably going to put tomatoes in a lot of those. A lot of things died when I was bringing them up, so had kind of a funky year this year, but I always learn a lot from that kind of stuff. Those 3 buckets over there, barrels, they got 2 of them have Praxis style compost tea in them. One of them's got water, so it just keeps warm, and now we can water straight water without having chlorine or being too cold. Last but not least, but it kind of is least, well, I bought a bunch of these tomatoes that look good, and there's a couple stragglers and some peppers that I grew from seeds. That was a major loser this year. Usually I'm not too bad with that kind of stuff, but this year the weather kind of knocked me off, and all my plants too. This is a pre-wrecked car I got my kids. $250, runs awesome, looks like crap. I actually kind of like it. It's got pearly stuff on it, and in some kind of a weird way, I think it's beautiful. It's $250, that's probably why. There's a 4x4 van I got cheap. It's pretty nice. It's a 4x4 van, and I do stuff in it. I got that thing, it's a Toyota, for about $550. I got a little work to do. The clutch master cylinder or something's run out of juice, so I've got to fix that. And I got all these 3 in the last little while because my daughters are getting the age to drive some cars, and we needed the damn cars. So that's why I got the cars. Okay, this is the rose bush I have next to the door we use a lot. And it got real big because I peed on it, I think. I walk out the back door and pee on it. I don't have a wife, I can do what I want, damn it. And but I'm gonna have to do something about it. It's kind of blocking our way, and you know, gets a little thorny sometimes. But I don't want to really give it a haircut, at least not till after the blooms are gone.